everyone, good evening. Hope you guys are all well. So welcome to Beginner Flow today. If you have your blocks or something to elevate your hands, that'll be very helpful. And otherwise, just come and sit down to a nice, comfortable seated position. Whatever that may be, feel both hips grounded. Sit up tall. Your hands, your palms can be facing down or facing up for receiving more energy if you want. And close your eyes and just breathe naturally for the time being. Allow ourselves to arrive on the mat. Try to calm our minds. Release everything for this 60 minutes. Think of something maybe you want to dedicate your practice to. It might be someone, something. It's a good reminder throughout the practice. Slowly, we're going to deepen our inhales and exhales. So bringing more attention to our breath, controlling them. With each inhale, bloat your belly, expand your chest, sit up a bit taller, and with your exhales, relax everything, drawing your belly in towards your spine. Do that on your own time. I want you to try to even out the inhales and exhales. So if it's 3 counts in, try to make it 3 counts out. Bringing that hissing sound at the back of your throat, connecting to your Ujjayi breathing. Creating the sound of the ocean. Two more inhales and exhales. Last one. Coming back to your normal breathing, slowly whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, so let's get our body warmed up before we get into our flow. We're going to go for a kind of double pigeon pose. So if you're not comfortable, don't go into it. You can sit up as you are. I want you to bring your shins over each other. Just like that, your right shin over the left to start with, sitting up tall. But if you do have space, just bring your ankle and your knees in one line. Keeping a slight flex in your feet. Gonna sit up tall. See how it feels, no pressure. Inhale to a flat back. And with your exhale, go for your side bend towards your right. Pushing your left hip down, keep opening your chest. You don't have to go all the way down. Find your limit. Really reach to the right. Keep the flex in your feet to protect your knees. Inhale, come up to the center, and with your exhale, guide your body to the left. So try to reach your hand, straightening your elbow, opening your chest. Feeling both hip bones on the mat. And then with your inhale coming up, we're going to go for our twist. Our right hand goes behind us and your left hand goes to the right knee. pushing into your knee. Inhale to a flat back, elongate, and then with your exhale, look to the right. Draw your belly in. If you have more space, with your exhales, try to deepen your twists and look maybe behind you more and more. Always listen to your body, no pressure. And exhale, back to center, counter twisting to the other side. So your left hand back, your right hand to your foot or to your knee. Push into it and twist. Inhale back to center. We're going to stretch. Keep your back straight. So there's a little back bend at your lower back here, keeping your back straight. Whenever you find your limit, keeping the flex of your feet, release your head. Try to make sure you feel the stretch with each pose that we do. Slowly walking back. And we're going to just change the side. So you can just move your hips side to side. This time we're going to go left, shin over. See how you feel on this side? You might feel the difference. Keep the flex of your feet. We're going to start with our left side. Inhale your right hand up. And then exhale, pushing both hips down, going for your side stretch. Going easy on our body at the beginning of the class. Connecting to your breathing. And then inhale up to center. Exhaling to the opposite side. I really don't want you to close your chest. So the whole purpose is to open up, if that means you're just up here. It's totally fine. Keep your chest open. You'll feel the difference. And then coming up to center. Breath, twisting towards the left. So inhale, and then exhale. Twist as much as you can. Work with your breath. And slowly back to center. Counter. Twisting to the other side. Drawing your belly in your twists. And slowly back to center. Let's stretch our hip, left side this time. So both hands reach forward. You may just stay up here or see how much space you have in your body. Whenever you find the limit, then you can release your head. Feel the stretch. Send all your exhales to tensions you feel in your body. And then slowly coming back to center, opening it up. Good. Okay, releasing your feet. Now, from here, you to bend your right leg and bring it over the left. If you're comfortable, place your left leg further away from your body. Keep that slight flexible wherever you are. And just move your legs from side to side. Still working on your hips here. And slowly come back to center. Before we go towards me, with your exhale, your hips off the mat. So we feel a slight stretch on your chest and shoulders, opening it up. However much you take your hips up is up to you. See how much space you have. One more breath. And with your exhale, slowly place your hips down. Reach your chest towards your shin to feel the stretch. Stay here. Round further. And slowly down. Okay, bring your foot forward. Going to go for a forward fold, so remove your feet out of the way. Inhale, reach your hands up, breathe in, and then with your breath out, reach forward as much as you can. Keep your back straight for now. And then whenever you find the limit again, place your hands down. This might be up here. Keep your feet flexed as long as you feel the stretch in your hamstring and your calves. Work with your breath. With each inhale, try to reach your chest forward towards your toes. With each exhale, melting down towards our thighs. It's very important to draw the belly in, staying here. And slowly walk your hands back and walk yourself up. I'm going to move to the other side. So bend your knees, placing our left knee over this time for a figure four. Flex your foot. Move your hips and your knees side to side a couple times. And slowly coming back to center. Okay, so we're going to lift our hips. Don't go too high if you don't have the space and it doesn't feel comfortable. Fingers towards me. Inhale here. And with your exhale, lift your hips as high as you can, keeping that foot flexed. Maybe releasing your head. And slowly coming down to seated position. Bring your chest close to your shin. You'll feel the stretch more by doing that. And slowly release. And coming to our tabletop position. So, facing the front of the mat. Your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. You can tuck your toes under. Bring your knees to touch towards the center. Spread your fingers. We're going to do some hip rolls here. So I'm going to reach your knee up towards the ceiling and then bring it out and in. So it's just like circles. But connect to your breath. Keep pressing in both hands the same amount. And then going to the other side. So going out and up and down. Maybe you hear some clicks in your hip. Last one. Good. Staying in the center without placing your right knee down. You're going to inhale, reach your head up, reach your foot up, keeping it flexed or pointed, doesn't matter. Exhale, round your back, knee comes towards your chest. Again, inhale, connect to your breath. Exhale, connecting to your Ujjayi breathing. Inhale. Last one. And then with your exhale, place your foot in line with your left foot. Bring your left foot to the left. This is a modified side plank. You can use a block under your left hand. So we're on our left hand, left knee. You can stay here or right hand reaches up and over your head. So creating a very straight line from our top hand all over to our right feet. Keep opening your chest. One more breath. And slowly place your hand down and sit back on your heels. So this might be a bit uncomfortable, but try to go for it and see how it feels. If you haven't, just make sure even your pinky toe is curled under. Your weight is on your toes, so create one straight line. Interlace your fingers over your head. I want you to inhale, open your chest, your fingers reach back. And then with your exhale, chin towards the chest, round your upper back, hands come forward. Connect to your breath. Inhale. Arch your lower back. And then exhale, round your upper back. Two more. Warming up your spine. Exhale. Maybe your gaze follows your fingers. And slowly release, coming down to tabletop. Maybe you want to tap your feet a couple of moments just to bring the blood back. Then curl it. Bring your knees to touch. We're going to the other side, so left side. Connect to your breath. And then bring your left leg up, creating those circles, going slow. Keep the pressure even. One more on the same side. And then we're going to reverse it. So bring the knee out, up, and down next to the right. Out, up. Two more. Last one. Keeping it here, we're going to go for our cat-cow single leg. So inhale, reach up, keep it pointed or flexed. Exhale, push the floor away, knee towards your nose. One more. And place your feet coming back on your heels again. So if your knees want extra cushion, make sure you put like extra blanket, towel, anything you need underneath it. Again, inhale, open up. And then exhale, chin to the chest. Two more. Last one. And then release your hands down. Go for a little tap if you need to. Okay. So before we go to our down dog, I want you to press into your hands, lift your knees 1 inch off the mat. Push your hips down towards your heels. And then with your exhale, hips up towards the ceiling for your downward facing dog. So for first downward facing dog, move your knees, paddle into them one by one. Allow your body to open up your hamstrings very easily. Maybe if you like, you can inhale, raise both heels up. And with your exhale, both heels reach towards the right. Again, inhale, both heels up. And then exhale, heels to the left this time. Come back to center. Inhale, keep your heels lifted. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your chest as close as you can towards your thighs, pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. And slowly extend your legs. Heels down towards the mat as much as you can. Bend your knees, look in between your hands, and with your exhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Hands on your shins. Inhale to a flat back. Your neck is in line with your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Move your weight on towards your toes. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, come to a flat back. And then with your exhale, draw your belly in, push your weight forward. 1 more. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Hold your opposite elbows. And head and neck heavy, sway side to side. You can keep your knees bent. Try to bring your chest to touch your thighs. Release your hands. Keep your head and neck heavy. Feel grounded in your feet. Come up to standing. slowly. Good. Okay, come to the top of your mat. I'm going to go for some sun A's. So, big feet touching. You're going to inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Watch your palms touch. Really reach up, press your palms together. And then with your exhale, bend your knees a little if you need and hinge forward for your forward fold. Always option to use the blocks. Inhale to a flat back. Draw your belly in. Exhale. Palms down. Bend your knees if you need to. Step back to plank. So your knees can be down. Your hips are in one line with your shoulders so that you're not pushing it out. It's coming in. You're drawing it in, engaging your core. Inhale here. Push your weight forward, shoulders over your wrists, and then exhale, bend your elbows towards the back. Chest coming halfway down, look forward. Tops of your feet on the floor, and then come to a slight back bend cobra. Your choice. It can be low cobra, or it can be slightly higher cobra. So shoulder blades back towards each other. And then with your exhale, push your weight back. Child's pose, curl your toes under. And then with your breath, downward facing dog. I'm going to stay here for 5 full breaths. Maybe looking at your navel, your belly button, to keep your neck in line with your back. Engage your thighs. 2 more full breaths. With your next inhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands, and then exhale, step forward. Your feet can be hip distance apart. Inhale, come to a flat back. With your exhale, forward fold. This time, keeping your back straight, little bend in your knees, engage your core. Hands guide your weight up to standing. Watch your palms touch again. Press your palms together. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time. So if you want, you can bring your feet to touch, your big toes to touch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend in your knees and fold forward. With your breath, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, bend your knees, step back to plank. Knees down, optional of course. Inhale, reach forward, your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, knees down, bend your elbows. Look forward, gauge your core. Inhale, your choice of back bend, shoulder blades towards each other at the back. And then with your exhale, curl your toes under, child's pose, downward facing dog. Full inhales and exhales again. Two more. Last one. And slowly bring your knees down. Coming to your child's pose, but this time bringing your hands all over towards the right. And with your exhale, head down. It's optional in child's pose to keep your knees close together or slightly wider. If you want to support your lower back, you bring your knees closer. And with your breath, both hands reach to the left. Inhale, flat back. And then with your exhale, you lower down. One more breath. And then slowly back to center. Good. Coming up to your tabletop position, bringing your right leg forward, however you can. Coming to a low lunge, both hands on your thighs, helping yourself to come up. And hips are facing forward, so you're pulling your back hip forward to keep your hips square. Inhale, reach your hands up. And then with your exhale, I want you to cactus your arms, open your chest towards the ceiling, push your hips down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, down. One more time before we hold it. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Keep puffing your chest forward and up. Hips down. And slowly come up. If your feet are not curled at the back, do so. And then shift your weight back for half split. This is optional. If you don't like it, just bring it out, it's fine. Keep your front foot flexed. Inhale to a flat back. Optional to use a block. Exhale, draw your belly in and fold down. Keep pressing your front heel down and back to activate your pelvic floor muscles. And then with your inhale, you come up. And then bend your front knee, come forward. Always optional to use the block. Left hand up on the block and reach your right hand up. Lift your back knee if that feels good. Open your chest. And slowly place your back knee down. You're going to inhale here, strong core. With your exhale, you're going to come up, facing the right side, and back hand reaches to wherever it may be. It can be on a block again, but if you can reach for your back thigh, back calf, or even your lower back, we're going to flow with our breath. So inhale, come forward. Then with your exhale, move for your slight back bend. Again. And we're going to hold it here. Keep pushing your hips forward. Keep reaching your left hand back. And slowly coming out of your pose, bringing both knees to the back for your child's pose. Curl your toes under. Exhale here. Gonna inhale, shift your weight forward, bring your hips down, open your chest. Slight bend in your elbows. And then exhale back to child's pose. Connect to your breath. Coming forward. Pushing your hips down, opening up your shoulders towards the back. And then exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale, open up. And then exhale. Back to your child's pose. Coming to your tabletop position. Okay, moving for the left side. Bringing your left foot forward. Both hands on your thighs. Helping yourself up for your low lunge. Whenever you're ready, it's better to have your feet hip distance apart for more balance. Inhale, reach your hands up. And then with your exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest, and push your hips down. Connect to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Again. One more, and we're going to hold it at the bottom. Exhale, hold. Still breathing. And slowly come out of the pose. Shifting your weight to the back for your half split. So again, if you want, optional to curl your toes under for more stretch. Inhale to a flat back, front foot flexed. And with your exhale, draw your belly in and fold forward. Keep breathing into everywhere you feel tight, especially your hamstring, calves. Open them up with your breath. And slowly, inhale. Bend your front knee, shifting your weight forward again. Using the block if you need to. Right hand down. Inhale here. And with your exhale, left hand reaches up. Open your chest. And maybe lift your back knee. One more breath. And slowly place the back knee down. So use the block if you need here. We're going to go for our flow. We're going to inhale here. With your exhale, strong core. Hands towards the left this time. Place the back hand wherever you can reach. And reach your front hand to the back. So it's a slight back bend. Gaze is important here. Let's move with our breath. Inhale forward. You can do all these with your back knee lifted. Exhale. Again. Inhale. We're going to hold it for our back bend. Exhale. Push your hips forward. Reach back. And slowly, both hands down. Front knee to the back. This time, release your toes. Come to your child's pose. We're going to flow the same. Breathe out. Breathe in, come forward to your cobra. This time, bend your right knee and look up. And slowly exhale, child's pose. Doing the same thing for the left side. Inhale, push your hips down and forward, open your chest. At the same time, bend your left knee. And then, again, one more on each side. Breathe in, come forward, bend, look up. Exhale. Breathe in, forward, left side. Push your hips down and forward. And then exhale, child's pose. Reach both hands forward. Whenever you're ready, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhales and exhales. Make sure you're pressing into your knuckles. All 10 knuckles must be pressing down towards the mat. Your shoulder blades away from each other. Bend your knees, look in between your hands, and then step forward. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, come to a flat back, wherever that may be. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, flat back. With your hands, guide yourself up. Watch your palms touch. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Maybe close your eyes here a bit. Just to catch your breath and to remind yourself of your intention that you had. Slowly, whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Okay. So, with your next breath, standing poses, you're going to bring your right knee up into your chest. Hold them with your both hands. Hold your knee with both hands. Keep back straight in line with your standing foot and leg. And whenever you're ready, place your right foot to the inside of your left leg. But that is if you're open enough. If not, just place your foot to the shin. That's totally fine. Just not on your knee. You can stay here with your hands in prayer. If you're looking for more challenge, maybe reach your hands up. Maybe open them. Palms facing each other, hips facing forward. One more breath. Don't change your gaze. And slowly, whenever you're ready, place your foot down and step back to Warrior One. For Warrior One, because our hips are going to be square, I want your feet to be hip distance apart. Bend into your front knee and then square your hips. Press down to the outer edge of your back foot. Inhale, both hands reach up. And with your exhale, you bend your front knee. Really press that back foot down, the pinky side down to feel the stretch. And one more breath. Coming up. I'm going to go for Warrior Two. I want you to feel the difference. So you're opening your hips in Warrior Two. Bend into your front knee again. And open your hands shoulder height. Our gaze is forward, looking at our middle finger. Still pressing that back foot down. So we're going to flow with our breath. I want you to inhale, reach forward. And then with your exhale, go for your back bend. Again. Inhale. And then exhale. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale back. And then extend both legs. Going for a modified pyramid. I want you to lift your back heel. Keep your feet hip distance still so you find balance. Both hips are square again. Inhale to a flat back. With your exhale, draw your belly in and fold down. You can bend your knees if you're not open yet in your hamstring. Definitely use something under your hands. So come to your limit. Inhale to a flat back. And then if you have space, obviously open and extend your knee. And exhale, draw your belly in, fold down. Feel the stretch in your front leg. One more breath here. Wherever you are, inhale up. And then with your exhale, bend and bring your back knee down. Bring your front knee back to meet the back knee again. Keep your toes tucked under. And prepare yourself for camel pose. So you're going to inhale, sit low. And with your exhale, right hand to the right heel, push your hips forward. So really push your hips forward, opening your back again. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, this time left hand on left heel, push your hips forward, open your chest towards the ceiling if you can. If you can't do any of these, inhale here. Exhale, push your hips forward with both hands. Again, continue. Connect to your breath. Exhale, forward. You can open your arms if that feels good. Just listen to your body and see what it needs from you at this time. Couple more. Connect to your breath. Just preparing ourselves for camel pose and slowly come to stillness. Bring both hands down and come to downward facing dog again. Catch your breath. Inhale, bend into your knees, look in between your hands and step forward. Feet hip distance apart if you'd want. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend into your knees, engage your core and lift yourself up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Catch your breath. Gaze at one point. And slowly, whenever you're ready, let's move to the other side. So tree pose on the other side. So we're going to lift our left leg up this time. Really hold it close to your body. Keep your back straight. And whenever you're ready, place your foot to the inside of your thigh or your calf. Hands to prayer in front of you. Or above your head. You can choose any variation you like for your hands. Keep your core strong. One more breath here. Whenever you're ready, slowly, gracefully everything down and step your left leg back for warrior one again. So this time, adjust your stance. Make sure they're hip distance apart. Square your hips. I want you to really understand the squaring and the opening for different poses. Inhale here and then exhale, bend your front knee. Our front knee is in line with our front heel. Hands up. Keep your front knee bent. Keep drawing your belly in and pushing your back foot down. Full inhales and exhales. One more. And then extend both legs to give them a rest a bit. We're going to go for warrior two. So this time I want you to open your hips. You can keep your feet hip distance apart. Then bend into the front knee again. And then extend your hands to the sides. Gazing at your front hand. Pressing your front heel down and back to engage your pelvic floor. Breathe. Inhale, reach forward. And then exhale, bend and reach behind you for a back bend. Again, inhale, reach forward. Bend into the front knee. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, holding it for a full breath. And then slowly extend both legs, facing the front, lifting the back heel. So you can keep the distance again. Hands on your hips to start with. Inhale. Elongate your back. Exhale. Draw your belly in and fold over your front thigh. Placing your hands on a block. Books. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale. Forward fold. I like to look at my toes to keep my back straight. You can also release. Optional here. Just connect to the stretch and guide your breath towards it. Slowly bend your back knee, place your back knee down, bringing your front knee to meet. Okay, this time we're going to go for the whole camel. So you're going to lift your hips up, hips over our knees, your hands behind your lower back to start with. Feel like someone's pulling you from your armpits up towards the ceiling. So really reach your chest up. Breathe in here And then with your breath out, push your hips forward. Look forward here. You can stay here totally, enjoy it, maybe release your neck. But if you have space, place your hands on your heels, pushing your hips forward still. You can look forward or you can look back, puffing your chest up. Hands on your lower back. Slowly come up. Allow your head to be the last to come up. And then sit down on your heels. Close your eyes for a bit. Just gather your hands in front of you. I want you to observe how you're feeling. After camel pose and back bends, you do feel the rush of blood all over your body. It's nice to observe these feelings. And notice that they will go away. Just guide them with your breath. And slowly open your eyes. Okay. Whenever you're ready, last bit of our flow, coming to our downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look in between your hands and step forward again. Your feet together, big toes together, bend into your knees, preparing yourself a chair pose. You lift your hands up, pressing your knees and your inner thighs towards each other. Breathe deeply, engage your core, and then with your inhale, rise up to standing. I want to go for a modified warrior 3. If you've done it before, you can do it without blocks. I'm going to start with lifting my right leg just to face the camera. So you can use blocks, and then come light on your right leg, lift it to the back. That may be just here, but I want you to keep your hips square. It's really important for you to notice. Keep a slight bend in your standing knee. Back is straight. You're looking forward. Obviously, if you have been here before, you can just release your hands forward to the back. Any variation you like. I'm just going to keep my hands here. And I want you to notice how it feels if you open up your hips. So, with your next breath, I want you to keep your back foot flexed and open your hips to the side. So stacking our hips over each other and coming light on our right hand. And then square it out again. Let's do that 2 more times. Hips over each other. This is a half moon pose. You can lift your right hand and then exhale, warrior 3. 1 more time. Open your hips, keep both hands down. Just get light on the right one. Holding it here for 3, 2, and then exhale it. Bring your back foot next to the front, feet hip distance apart, forward fold. Pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees, back is straight. Guide yourself up to standing. Reach your hands up and then hands by your side. Going for the other side. So whenever you're ready with your inhale, feet together. Squat down, push your knees towards each other. You can reach your hands up or bring your hands to prayer. Draw your belly in, engage your core. 1 more full breath here. And then whenever you're ready with your inhale, coming up, going for our warrior 3 on my right leg. So slight bend on my right knee. As much as you need to bring your hands down actually. Get light on your left leg. Whenever you're ready with your breath, flex your foot, bring your left leg up. So I want you to try to point your back toes towards the right. Making sure your hips are square here. Back is straight. Breathe in here, and then with your breath out, sag your hips over each other. Keep your back foot flexed, getting light on our left hand this time. And then back to warrior three. Keep your standing knee slightly bent. And then exhale, open up. Maybe you want to lift your hand. That's optional. You don't have to. It's important to understand the hips. Warrior three again. Last one. Let's hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly back to meet the front foot, and then squat down to your yogi squat, malasana. Back straight, push into your palms to push the knees out as much as you can. And slowly, with your hands forward, one back, just come down onto your hips. Good. Okay, I'm gonna go for boat pose. You can, if you want, to place a block in between your thighs. I'm gonna go for boat. So I want you to lift your feet up. Your shins are parallel to the floor. Why the block is here? Because I want you to understand you're going to squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. You can place your hands down here, just here. It's totally fine. Or you can reach your hands forward. Back is straight. Point your toes forward. And then slowly release. I'm going to do that one more time. So with or without the block, your choice. Just going to put it here for now. Lift up, strong core. Hands can be down here, just breathe. Look at your toes, or you can reach your hands forward. You can hold on to your thighs. Staying there for 3, 2, slowly place your feet down, and then holding onto your thigh, round your back, slowly coming back on the mat. Good job. Okay, now I want you to bring your right leg over your left and just hold on to your knees. Pull your knees towards your chest. If that's enough, just stay there. If you can reach for the outside of your feet, hold them and pull them down towards the floor. You will feel the stretch on your top thigh, top hip. Mine is the right one, over the left. So breathe into it. And slowly release. We're going to change. So bringing my left over this time. Hold on to the knees. Pull them in towards yourself. Or if you have space, hold on to the outside edge of your feet and pull them down. You'll feel the stretch. If you don't, just move them side to side. I'm sure you will. One more breath. And slowly lower. Feet down. Okay, we're going to go for our shoulder stand. We've done it before, but if you don't have to go, you can just place or just roll your mat, place it underneath your lower back, just to elevate it, and bring your feet up towards the ceiling, or use a block on the lowest, and just bring your feet up like this, as if it's by the wall, or you can use the wall, obviously. If you have been in shoulder stand, just press up, lift up, place your hands to your lower back. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other and point the toes up. One more breath. Slowly bend your knees and vertebrae by vertebrae come down on the mat. Okay, let's do the counter pose for our neck. Just to open our neck, fish pose. Feet together, grab a hold of the outside of your hips. Lift up, so you're on your elbows. Inhale here, and then with your exhale, open your neck. You can just stay here, or you can place the crown of your head on the mat. Keep your eyes open. You're bearing weight on your elbows, and slowly come up. Look at your toes first, and then with your exhale, slowly guide yourself down on the mat. Okay, preparing yourself for Shavasana. Last pose, you guys did very well, so you deserve a nice Shavasana. I want you to open your legs as wide as your mat, or even wider, palms facing up to receive energy. Maybe cover yourself. Do whatever that makes you feel comfortable. Cover your eyes. I find that really relaxing. Lower your lights. And we're going to really relax into this last pose. No more tension needed. Come back to your normal breathing. Bring your attention in between your eyebrows. Enjoy these last minutes. Slowly bring awareness back to your body. Move your neck from side to side, taking it very slow, keeping your eyes closed. Move your fingers, move your toes. Bring your feet to touch, your hands over and above your head. Yourself to the favorite side. Just enjoy this moment. Love how your body's feeling. Slowly, keeping your eyes closed, coming up to a seated position. With your inhale, reach both hands up, palms touch, and with your exhale, bring your hands this time into between your eyebrows. Just showing appreciation to our body, to our mind, and to our breath. Just being thankful for these moments and for this state that we have at this moment. Thank you for joining me for another class. I wish you all a lovely weekend and evening, and see you next time. Namaste.